The president respected Canada's sovereignty today, both in his private and public comments.
Sources are telling Radio Canada that Trump talked to Carney about Canada becoming the 51st state. That is something we did not hear from the Prime Minister's office after Trump and Carney spoke on March 28th.
Look, this is a guy who lies so casually. He's unfamiliar with the truth. Look, he lied about the song that he used to warm up to as a minor hockey goalie. He was out in an event and they're playing AC/DC's Thunderstruck. He's like, oh yeah, I used to warm up to this as a minor hockey goalie. No, the song came out in 1990 after you graduated from Harvard University and long after you were playing minor hockey. Why does he have to lie about that? He lied about helping Paul Martin balance the budget, even though it's easy to look and say, oh, no, you started working at the finance department in 2004. The budget was balanced in 1998. The guy lied about, having nothing to do with moving Brookfield Asset Management's headquarters from Toronto to New York. Things he doesn't need to lie about, he lies about. But even on the Trump call, if you remember, he kept saying when he was first sworn in as prime minister, I will not talk to Donald Trump until he shows us respect. And then we get the call on March 28th. Well, it turns out that he was actually calling Trump on the first day he was sworn in. It's almost 2 weeks later before Trump calls him, and then Trump raises the 51st state. So he lied about the fact that they called Trump and tried to set up a call, and Trump wouldn't return the call. So, I mean, there's nothing that Mark Carney will not lie about, even when presented with truth. Earlier this week, he's doing a healthcare announcement, and he declares it a fact that Pierre Poilievre will use the notwithstanding clause to ban abortion in Canada. And one of the French reporters says, well, but wait a minute, here's what Pierre Poilievre has actually said, that he will not do this. And presented with the truth, Carney didn't say, oh, well, but I fear he will. He said, no, it's a fact, and challenged the reporter. I mean, and he does this time and again. It's unbelievable to me the way that he does lie.
I seem to recall that you had initially described that phone call between Mr. Trump and Mr. Carney as somewhat positive. What's your reaction now that you understand that Mr. Carney may not have disclosed everything from the call, that Donald Trump did, in fact, refer to the 51st state threats again?
It seems more and more to have been a stunt. He wanted to make a statement. I am Mark Carney. I'm the best of them all. I'm a great negotiator. I have managed crisis in the past. I would change the world. Trust me. And it appears that it never happened. That the call was not what has been described afterwards. That there was no agreement, no support for Canada's sovereignty, no beginning for a deal. Just the show of a man who wanted to pretend something which appears today not to be true. I believe many people in Canada and in Quebec will say, what the hell is that? And if that is not true, what else is not true?
Add it to the list of other lies. I don't know how many more columns I can write about how many lies this guy has told over the course of a campaign.